incredibly close, that game, right down to the wire. What was the difference in the end?
I don't think it was necessarily what the difference was. I think we just didn't necessarily stick to what we were doing well throughout the entire game, and also adapt to what Mavericks were doing as well. I think that they're obviously a quality side, and they're sitting close to the top of the table for a reason. So we knew we'd have to be on the top of our game, which I think we were for large parts. But it's just not good enough to take your foot off the pedal and either lapses of concentration or just basic errors, which is what we're probably disappointed with.
But how pleasing is it to have such a good performance against such a good team for such a long time?
Yeah, I mean, on one hand it is pleasing, but on the other hand it's not, because you're not here to just put out decent performances for long periods of time. You're here to win, and you're here to grind out results like that, which were always going to be really close. And we got ourselves in a position where we could have won that game, and all credit to Mavericks. They were really resilient and put an awful lot of pressure on us for that that entire game, and they were just able to respond better than we were.
And where does that leave for the rest of your season for now? There's only big games coming up.
Yeah, they're all big games, and where we sit fifth in the table, we have to take some scalps off the top 4 sides that sit there. So today was an opportunity, but unfortunately I missed one. So we've got another 4 games or so where we have got to take at least a couple of wins.
Absolutely, and just as ever, we'd love to hear your player of the match.
Yeah, my player of the match today is Natalie Panagarry. I think she just sets the tone continuously for us. Her work rate's phenomenal, both in attack and defence. And I just, I think if you could bottle that and pass it on to as many different people as possible, it'd be just a fantastic thing. So she never stops working, regardless of what the situation is or the scoreline. So, yeah.
And if you'd like to make the presentation, please welcome player of the match, Natalie Panagarry. Hi, Natalie. Second one in a row for you. You're making a little bit of a habit of this.
I know. I think I'm liking the free flowers, so I'm trying to stock up as many.
But on a serious note, you put in such a good performance on a personal level, and for so long the team were excellent today. That must give you a lot of hope heading into the remaining games of the season.
It does, but I have to admit it's extremely frustrating and devastating. I just think for 30 minutes we played how we can play our performance. We went out there and just I know how we can play each week, and that's what we can do for 30 minutes, but we need to make sure we do it for 60. And I think we just took our foot off the pedal a little bit, and versus teams like Mavericks, you just can't do that. They're just absolutely brilliant team, a brilliant squad, but I think we'll take a lot from this. There's a lot of positives, and we're going to work really hard at training, and we're going to get them wins.
And just a note for this crowd as well, because they're so noisy, so for so long throughout the game as well.
Oh, it's just brilliant. Each week everyone's here supporting. It's just fantastic. So thank you so much for everyone that comes every week. It's absolutely brilliant. Thank you.
And thank you, Natalie. The player of the match, Natalie Panagarry.